I survived. That was a day. Hello. Can you see me? It's 6:46, so it's not early, but it is raining. Like drizzling. I hope it stops. Because, yeah, healing broken leg and rainy day are not a good combo. But I'm gonna go get in and get my day started. If I get a chance to film anything, I will. Obviously no kids, but I do have to take photos of kids this week, so my phone will be out a little bit more than usual because we need some photos for some crafts we're doing. But good morning.
Many hours later.
I survived. That was a day. I'll tell you about it later. Hello. I have a little bit of time before I have to go to Caroline. I was doing an edit on a beer label. I had told him that I could do it at 2:40. My sweet office mate, who used to keep me company when I was here more. Okay, so today is Tuesday. Monday's schedule doesn't matter for our kids. They stick to their normal schedules. Nothing different happens on Monday. This is more for like specials, PE, art, etc. But we had our 2 that we're supposed to have today. Tomorrow we have 3 scheduled, but we got a message pretty early from the PMTA that she wouldn't be in because her kids are sick. I'm like, okay. She said she had a sub. But then we realized we hadn't seen the PM teacher come in. And she should have been in by now. So I looked at the school sub list and she has a sub all day. Well, for the afternoon, because she doesn't need a sub for her morning. It's her planning time. We're like, oh no, double sub for the afternoon. Right after that, as if her ears were burning, she appeared. She's like, I only have a minute. I'm heading to training. And she had a sub plan. She had written me into it on the assumption I was taking over as teacher. And of course, yes, the kids need a familiar face, even though I don't normally see them for the first half of their day. Because I'm with my kids at lunch and recess in like an overlap. We get out of the room and they get right in. So she did a quick overview. Also, when there's subs don't do potty breaks or diaper changes. None of their kids are currently in diaper. They're all finally pottying, but need frequent breaks and do have accidents. So I needed to run the class and do all the potty breaks. So when it was time for us, well, right away, she had a list of all the songs that she usually does at certain times. So I made a copy of my morning slideshow and edited it to have all of her songs, which one of my friends was like, what is this? I'm like, these are all your songs. I know it's not your slide, but I'm not your teacher. And I just needed to do it this way today. He ended up really enjoying my music slides because they were different, and I have ones where maybe there's like music and somebody's slowly drawing a chalk drawing. You just see their hands on the chalkboard, or baby animals or oceans. Anyway, I got this set up, and when I would normally take our kids to lunch, I started the afternoon shift, grabbing all the kids from the parents. Well, 2 parents drop off, 2 kids are bus, and I had a sub with me. The sub that would have been the PMTA, she went with my teacher for the first hour to do lunch and recess. And I took this the sub who was subbing for the teacher. And these subs, like, I'm not stepping on their toes. They want to be the TA. I'm like, you can do as much as you want. She's like, no, you got it. She was so nice. Now I've officially met our 2 favorite subs. These are the preferred subs for ECSE. And I think they both had a good day, so that's good. But it went smooth. I think there was no problems. I had one friend who can escalate quickly, and he was not happy about the change, but he does really like me, so it didn't take too long for him to join us, and I didn't push it. I was more in sub mode, like, I don't need to be super strict. I'm gonna engage you and make sure you're safe, and he was kind of watching what we were doing, so. And then we were all together and we were doing great, and it was fine. I think they were tired from the long weekend. I'm gonna watch the time. And yeah, she had written potty breaks into the schedule, and I did all those, plus I did an extra for one of the kids who started running towards the bathroom. I'm like, oh, you're asking, we're going. And she had drank a lot of water, and she went. Everybody went every time except for one time, and I gave an extra potty break after recess to that kid, and she did go. So nobody had any accidents. The parents who did the car drop-offs, they did know that everybody was out, and so I was moving to the teacher position to give them a familiar face, and they're like, oh great, good luck. No, like, not sarcastic, that's great, we're glad that you're doing that, because they know their kids love routine and familiar faces. But I got to give those parents good reviews. We had great potty days, and yeah, that's mostly what I just reported on, because it's honestly, they don't give you the complicated crafts and stuff. And we did the easy centers. We didn't have center choice where you're running 2 centers, and we did coloring sheets and stuff. I admit I wasn't the greatest at taking my lunch break. I ate half of my food with the kids. I did run out at 12 to say hi to Sebastian, but I was only able to keep myself away for about 10 minutes, and then I was sucked back over there. I think I'm here. I can do things. But yeah, we basically had 2 TAs and me, and then for a while we also had speech in there, so it was really not a problem. It was only a little 1 hour that it was just 2 of us, and she just had to like read a book while I did some potty breaks. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, it went well, but it was some mental gymnastics, just shifting my brain that fast over to subbing mode. But I think everything went well. And then I headed home. Sebastian needed to poop, so that delayed homework, so we're just gonna do homework at dinner time, and I needed to do this edit anyway. And I just emailed the high school because I need to sort out a whole bunch of stuff. And I just don't have time. I still have so much to do. But I'm gonna go get myself a snack. I want something salty. My plant, Gustav, he was kind of dying, but then I finally got him a bigger pot, and now he's so happy that I had to just tuck this one up for a video meeting because it was hanging all the way down here, and this one is going a little crazy, but it just like exploded. He's doing so good, and there's a lot of new growth, so yay, Gustav is happy. I don't think I could get a bigger pot because that's heavy, but yeah, that's my update. I need to change that, it's the 14th. I'm gonna go get a salty snack, probably some popcorn, and pack it up with my knitting and go get a car line. I should probably do my Spanish, but I don't wanna. We'll see if I make myself or if I do it later. But that is all for me. Hello everyone. It is now 5:30. And I'm about to cook an egg sandwich for Jax. I stayed home long enough to go to the bathroom and talk to you, do that edit. Then headed out to Caroline. I did my Spanish. And then Jax came in the car and we placed a Panera order because I needed to go pick up some prescriptions. And it's right there. You can park in the same spot. So we just ate a very early dinner, which is fine by me. Gives me more time. I think you're dirty. Sorry. That's much better. Jax wanted a nap, so yeah, opted for a bagel, and I cooked the egg fresh, so I'm about to do that. They wanted some time, and did some homework with Sebastian. He was worried about fractions and not remembering them, so I had him do all the coloring. It's like color this part, this color, this part, this color. Like, it was just saying 2 parts, and then we had to write the fraction, so it was coming back to him. I think he'll be fine. But yeah, it's just been nonstop today. But I'm finally home. Dan just took my car because his car still won't start. I think I told you. He thinks it's just the battery is dead, and his like battery charger thing is not strong enough, so I think he's going to pick up one that is strong enough. So yeah, he's in my car, and I'm just gonna take my bath early, and then I think we'll braid afterwards. I think that's the plan, because then I can check something off my to-do list. It was really discouraging to have a bunch of things just half done on my to-do list from the weekend. I was thinking about it while driving to work. I'm like, that's just unsatisfying. I don't like it. But yeah, I think today went well, and of course my coworkers who I covered for are grateful, and the 2 subs were so nice, especially one. She was just like, you're great, thank you so much, thank you. She's the one that was subbing for the teacher. I can see why they love both of them. They're both super great. And yeah, I feel good about them being with the kids. I feel bad that I don't have one of them for my 2 days next week. We just have somebody random. But it's a last minute thing, and what do you do? But I will pop in to say goodnight to you in a little bit. But for now, I'm gonna cook, have a bath, and braid my hair. So I'll see you later. Probably looking a little rough. For some reason, I had a lot of compliments on my hair today. And I don't know why, because I didn't even do a good job with my bun. Right back. Alright, I did not braid. Instead, I decided I needed to go through 2 baskets of laundry. They're all folded, but some needed to be refolded a little bit. Sort them and put them away. I'm down to a pile that's maybe for travel, and a pile that is harder to put away. Like my new sweatsuit, I probably need to sort out a hanger for that. And just some things that don't really have homes, or they need to go in a drawer that I can't get to because I'm too lazy to pull the packing cubes out of the way and stuff. But it's mostly put away. So that's good. 2 baskets full. It was a lot. And I started another load of laundry. I folded a load of laundry. And I let myself sit for 15 minutes, which was amazing because my back was starting to ache a little bit. It's been a long day. And then I was starting to deal with tomorrow's stuff. So Sebastian's clothes are out. My clothes are out. The second laptop is charging. One is all done charging. I've got the backpacks out. Drink cups are almost ready. Yeah, they're all out. I just haven't rinsed them. I was starting to pack some of the food, but I haven't done any of the fridge stuff. I just started to do like chips and crackers. And I need to decide what I'm making for Sebastian because he just wants a mystery lunch. So it's my call what he gets. And yeah, I did get cinnamon crunch bagels for Jax and I for our lunches tomorrow because I love those at Panera. They're a wonderful treat. Toasted with a little bit of butter, though I'm perfectly happy with our plant butter at home. So I just got them plain, not sliced or anything, so they'll be fresh and I'll make those tomorrow. But I do need to get everything else made tonight. All the fruit and veggies chopped up. I'm trying to figure out times for more appointments. Danny's battery is dead, as I said. I don't know what the status is now. He did take my car to go get something, but I'm not sure if he's checked on it. So I'll keep you updated. This watch is still very dead and will not turn on, will not reset, will not charge as far as I know. It just kind of gets warm. I'm holding down the power button just in case. There's a new refurb one coming that's just like one model higher than that. It should be here tomorrow, and I ordered a new pack of cases because it is a different size. But I'm gonna let you go because Sebastian's probably not getting ready. We need to read, and I need to get all my nighttime stuff done because I haven't done as much as I should have. I feel like I've done things, but also I feel like I haven't even made a dent. Again, nothing has been checked off. All right. I'm gonna let you go. Where am I? I just remembered that when I finished that label edit this afternoon, the client wrote back that he has 2 new labels to do, and new ones can take like an hour or so, and they need to be done this week. I'm like, when can I do this? It's gonna be a night thing. It might take over a bath instead. I could do it in the bath. That's a thought. I don't know. It was just a long day. Like, even when it was still our morning class, luckily we only had 2 and they were being pretty chill today because I was having to take the time to put together that slide with all the videos I needed, and then the teacher emailed me 3 coloring sheets that I needed to make 4 copies each of. And I have done printing, but I've only done color printing, and that one doesn't need my badge to go. For some reason, I can just send it to the color printer. I would think that would be the one you lock down. But all the black and white printers, you need to badge in. So when speech got to our room, that was my opportunity. I'd have 15 minutes, or maybe 30, to run out and do those prints. I go to the main one that we use, which is just across the hall in the library, and our 2 site-based subs were like making novels. I was like, is that gonna be a while? They're like, yeah. I'm like, I'll go somewhere else. So then I go to the one outside the cafeteria, and that one was being used by a sub. So I kept on going all the way to the office. The workroom has a couple of them, and they were both free. So I go to try to use the black and white printer for the first time. You just set it to something called like Print Find Me, and then when you scan your badge, it knows that it's you, and voila, your stuff prints. But I guess mine wasn't set up. So it's like, this is not associated with an account. Would you like to do it? I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to. So I go into the office, I ask them, and they're like, yeah, go see our IT guy. So I go back to the library, and he's not there, and I don't want to, there's a class going, and I need to go check into my my teacher, because at this point it had been like 10 minutes at least. So I go and tell her all that, and I wait like 5 minutes, and then I go back to the library to see if he's there. He's not there, so I go back to the office. I'm like, maybe I should just use the sub little printing thing, but I guess that's just for copies. I got it, and I have it on my computer, and I need to like print, not make copies. So I'm back there, I'm like, well, crap, that's not gonna work. So I again try my badge, and this time I'm like, yes, and it's like, put in the username. I'm like, and I put in one of my main login. We have so many different forms. There's like your name, and then there's this combination of letters in your first and last name and stuff. So I chose the one I use the most, that's the most usernamey. And then it asked for a password, and I put in my password, and it was like, you're now associated. And I was able to do all the printing, and I would queue it up, and then I would slap my badge on there. So figured it out. So once I did the first one, I went back into the office. It's like, they're like, did you get it working? I was like, I just went ahead and put in my username and password, and now I'm all set up and good to go. I don't think they're used to people just doing the IT stuff themselves, and I am used to doing that myself, but I also am like, am I not allowed to? But this time I was like, I just gotta get this done. So it's all sorted, and I can print to every printer in the building that the teachers are allowed to use now. So we're good to go. Anyway, that was how my day. It's like everything was a process. Like one of the kids I had to potty train needed to undress from the waist down to comfortably be in position, and it was not a big deal for him. So I made it not a big deal for me. It was just what we did. We did it every time we went, and it worked every time. So I'm like, okay, that's just how it is. I wasn't informed if that was the procedure, but if the child acts like it's the procedure and I'm the sub, that's what it is. But I will ask them if that's a thing. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired, friends. It was a long day. But thank you for making it this far with me. Good night. Stay safe. Be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.